Welcome, Virgo. It's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I'm going to pull some cards for you. Just want to do a little clearing. Today is January 18th, 2020. And this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the feminine's Mars, the masculine's Venus. I'm going to be using the Gilded Tarot, and I've already shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle a few more times before I get started. This is for the second half of January. Sorry, I got a little bit behind. My daughter was in town, and the energies are pretty tough right now. The past few days have been pretty intense. So just feeling tired. I didn't sleep well last night. So just going with the flow. Okay, so this is for Virgo, and I am a Sun Virgo for any of you who are interested. And for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? And let's clear all the negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful, divine love and diamond light, and so it is. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. This is for Virgo. Okay, so first card out is the King of Wands. The challenge is the Knight of Cups. What's in your foundation? The Four of Cups. What's in the recent past is the Five of Cups. Sorry, that's just my son coming home. What's crowning for you guys is the Queen of Swords. What's coming up is the Death card. How you see yourself is the Nine of Cups. Nice, guys. What's around you or how others might see you is the Queen of Wands reversed. That could be your energy or it could be somebody else around you. And then the blocks that you need to work on or clear have to do with the Five of Pentacles reversed. And we end up with the Empress reversed. Uh-oh, who's in trouble? Okay, and now I do a little bit of a hangman thing here. We have the connection to what's will be left in limbo at the end of this read. So this is the connection of the bridge, the Judgment reversed. And what's hanging in limbo at the end of this read is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So you have some unhappy queens here. Let's see. Stay. There. Okay. And you'll get another card at the end, or more than one, depending on what that card is. And then the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. And there's a little bit of backstory here, which I'm going to arrange for you, so you have some back information. And the top three cards are very powerful. It's the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Wheel. You can't get more powerful than that. Wow. So really it's quite simple where it wants to go from. All right, there was some kind of lie or split that happened, and then we have Strength. And then when the next card is the Wheel, the Sun, and then the Ace of Pentacles. This is pretty power punched there, guys. Now the Wheel is reversed, so that doesn't have to be something negative. That can just be the fact that we're in a slowdown right now, or a retrograde kind of energy, so that we can see things more closely, right? When time slows down for us, we can see it more clearly. We have and I will be clarifying everything, and I'll be pulling some oracle cards as well at the end. So we have the Leo card being strong in this slowdown or downturn or kind of twist of fate, as the Sun is there with high energy exposing all, and then the Ace of Pentacles, which is a brand new life or infusion of money perhaps. So there's some very powerful energy that's going into this new beginning. And it just looks like as we go through the read, it looks like someone comes in trying to get in the way of this new beginning. So let's see what we have. We have this power-packed punch in the beginning. And in the recent past is the Five of Cups, which has to do with grieving. So that might have to do with why you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Being strong through any loss or regret, guilt, or shame that may have come up. Being at the Y in the road, needing to let go to go on or start over again. And then we have the foundation with cups as well, the Four of Cups, which has to do with, it can be boredom. We have the Holy Grail there, being tempted by the Holy Grail. It could be boredom or apathy, grounding and integrating that big offer of love and really considering that, and not quite taking action yet there in the foundation. So let's start with the Ace of Pentacles. What is the Ace of Pentacles referring to for Virgo? So we have the Three of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and then the King of Wands reversed. So this could be the, this is like in combination, the Ace of Pentacles along with that Five of Cups that's above it. The King of Wands looks like he's tired because he's been grieving or going through some kind of loss or regret. And this could be a negative group. It could be an overindulging, underindulging, no joy, antisocial behavior. It could be a third party as well. And this is about holding on to what he's got when it's, something negative in energy here that actually is leading into a positive new beginning. As I'm losing my voice, all right? So it's always about the masculine not speaking their truth. So there's some grief and really low energy, which I'm feeling today as well. It's just, not being able to get a full breath in. There's some tough energies coming into the earth right now. But this is about saving, grounding, being moderate, and figuring out what's important to you. And what are you saving your money for? So why the Five of Cups in the recent past? What kind of grief, loss, regret is going on with Virgo? So it can have to do with a disconnect or a split, a breakup, a lie, a betrayal, and someone rushing in passionately to do that perhaps. Maybe somebody cheated or someone was thought to have cheated, but either way there's some kind of split or disconnect, not seeing eye to eye. Someone always busy running around. Maybe the other person assumed that they weren't being faithful to them, but it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can just be a partnership or a friend, but there's some kind of lie or betrayal involved. It could be a third party for sure. And maybe there could be, finances involved too, and as to why it took so long to make this split happen. So let's see what the Four of Cups is saying. Why is the Four of Cups? And I'm really sweating right now. So there's definitely a lot of masculine energy here. We have the King of Swords along with the Five of Swords reversed. This is the King of Swords coming into his truth after the war, but maybe dealing with some PTSD, post-war means that your body hasn't acclimated yet to the fact that there's no war going on anymore. So your body still responds to war. It's still in fear. All right. So after the war, the King of Swords is in his truth. He is grounding and integrating a big offer of love. Maybe, juggling. Could be juggling two people or just a lot of stuff, a lot of activities, kids, whatever it is. And we have the Emperor here involved as well. Maybe this person is actually going back and forth between these two personas, his Ace of Swords and his Emperor at work. And then we have the Ace of Wands reversed as well, some frustration or creative blocks. Needing to handle his quanta, his sexual and creative energy in a more practical way, I suppose. The King of Wands is the central energy here, and that's coming up with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands reversed. So that can reference dealing with a frustrated partner who has temper tantrums, so she could have a bad temper, or this can reference a child who has those kind of issues, maybe ADHD, and they have a lot of extra energy running around all the time. And here's that Ace of Pentacles reverse coming up next to it, which is holding back a new life or possibly a loan to someone with lots of options, needing to hone in on which one you want, because, you know, focusing on all of them can be confusing. So let's see, we have Leo here, a lot of Leo in the underlying energies there. There's Libra there as well. Then we have all the fire signs for the King of Wands. So Leo, Aries, Sag could be, and then the Queen of Swords are all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And then we have all the cups here too, and more fire over here. And the cups are, of course, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And there's not much going on with Pentacles other than the Ace of Pentacles at the beginning, and then this Five of Pentacles here. We have the Queen of Pentacles up there reversed, but these two are reversed. So let's see, why is the Knight of Cups there as the challenge? So this is the challenge. There may have been some fighting or a battle, competition with the King of Cups. There could be, you know, brothers involved competing with each other. Maybe one always gets the girls. And this King of Cups could have a child as well. This could be two different families with children here, okay, with the Page of Cups. Or they could be children who are separated, perhaps. And here is the Chariot. So that could be Cancer energy there with the King of Cups. Feeling rejected after a fight. And then offering love again. And this could be somebody offering love, but over here is a couple. Either she's pissed in this frustrated energy, or this is a child, and this is a child as well. So crowning here is the Queen of Swords. So why is she crowning in the now moment for Virgo? And so crowning there, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. And this is very positive energy for the Queen of Swords. It's about work, co-creation, coming together, something very honorable or noble, saving, reaping rewards, and having success, good news, attention, and leading the way. So the Queen of Swords has very good energy there, but she may be having some suffering and silence behind the scenes. Okay? And this King of Wands in the middle, he could actually be the Queen of Wands with big cojones. Like, she's got a really bad temper, so she could act like a man. So that doesn't necessarily have to be two separate people. But it also can be a family with the King of Wands, with the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Wands as well. They can be siblings as well. The King and Queen of Wands. The Death card, why does Virgo have the Death card coming up? Well, there's the Ten of Cups, so maybe the ending of a family or family cycle coming up here. And there may be some uncomfortable feelings that you have to sit through. Maybe you're still living with someone that you're no longer going to be living with. Or someone passed away and you're still in uncomfortable emotions about that, unable to resolve those emotions. But the Death card doesn't have to be about a person dying. It can be an end of a relationship, an end of a job, an end of a project, an end of an era. But the Death card is a profound ending to something. You know, it's a big life change. You're seeing yourself as the Nine of Cups, which is amazing. You're loving yourself. You feel like you're getting your wish. And this is after, it could be an after the fact, in the aftermath of a sudden event or an epiphany with your kids or your soulmate. Could be twin flame as well. Feeling like you're going to get your wish. And the Queen of Wands here. So let's get some more information about the Queen of Wands. Why is she reversed around you? So we have the Nine of Wands and the Four of Cups again, which is the same card as this one here, for the Queen of Wands reversed, which can be how others see you or just somebody else around you. But if you're seeing yourself as this, unless you're being really arrogant. If you're being really arrogant, I can see where people might see you as this. But if you're not being arrogant and this is you, this is somebody else around you. Somebody who's surrendered because they're just exhausted, perhaps. Or bored. Again, grounding, integrating an offer of love. You could just be apathetic. We have the Ace of Cups here as well. So someone may have been dumped, and that's why they've surrendered. They can't fight it anymore. Like if somebody wants to dump them, they're accepting it at this point. Maybe they were fighting it for a long time and just going through the grieving process now. So whether that's you or somebody around you. So the blocks that you need to clear, Virgo, it has to do with the Five of Pentacles, reversed. Why? Well, it's the same. Has to do with recovering from exile. Why is that a block for you? Why do you feel like you can't come back into the fold? Or maybe you shouldn't come back into the fold. Maybe you should not care what others think if they can't accept you or love you for just the way you are. It's about not needing to go, like if a group excludes you, well, maybe that's not resonating with you. Maybe it's not the group for you. And that has to be okay. You need, maybe because your energy levels are different. And so now you're going to attract a new group into your situation. So it's about keeping your energy positive so that you can then see the group that you are now resonating with. So we have the Sun reversed as well, maybe feeling overexposed, just drained, maybe kids around you, or maybe feeling sick or just under the weather. But definitely in recovery in a practical sense, whether it's finances, after some kind of destitution, whether it's financial, emotional, moral destitution. All right, with the Queen of Wands reversed, she could have a really bad temper. So she may have been kicked out of something because she keeps freaking out. Okay, so, and this doesn't have to be you though, but this is in line with this energy here. Maybe your block has to do with her, that like you don't want this energy in your space anymore. You've had it, you're not going to put up with it anymore. And then we have the Empress reversed, who's reversed. Right? So she could be the same person as her, or she could be a parent of her, or her boss. So why is the Empress reversed here at the end? Okay, so the Empress is very judgmental, sharing, settling out, and then detoxing. It's like you're out. Like she's being very professional about it, but judgmental, this Empress. She's being very judgmental, maybe sharing with others. Maybe she's going to give to the poor or pay out a severance package, but then you're out. She doesn't want you back, okay? That's kind of the energy I'm getting. And we have the Judgment card reversed above that. So first she was being nice about it, and then maybe she freaked out. And that's why the Devil comes out, and she's like, that's it, you're out. I was being patient and kind, and now that's it, you're done. So then we have the Judgment reversed, which is now deliberating or realizing they made a bad judgment in being patient with someone or giving them a second chance. And then here is the Knight of Pentacles with the Hermit reversed. And this is offering help to someone who's out of their mind, perhaps. Or that's how they see it. And then we have a Queen of Pentacles reversed. That could be an Earth sign, but this can be Earth sign too. It can be a Taurus person, but if it's a Taurus person, it doesn't mean it's necessarily an Empress. The Empress can be any sign. But like I said, we have a lot of Leo in here. We have Taurus. And then in a lesser sense, we have all the fire signs, water signs, and air signs with the court cards. And the earth signs. So we have all four elements. So it's very curious about there's one, two, we have three queens and the Empress out on the table. So this could be a mother and two daughters who are acting up, so grown children who are being difficult. There can be a third child over there. It looks like these two connect, right? The Queen of Wands with the King of Wands in the center of the read, who's challenged by offering love. And he may be disconnecting from her for the Queen of Swords because she's upright. And that could be the new life that's coming in for you, no matter which one you are. But if you're Virgo, you have this Empress coming in That could also, the Empress also could be an ill parent who literally has mental disease over here, like going to visit your mom. Like this could be the daughter going to visit the mom at the Alzheimer's facility. It could be as simple as that. Where the Queen of Swords could be a sister also coming to meet you there, or someone who helps out at the facility, or a nurse who helps you at home with someone. All right, so then after the Hermit, we have, again, the Empress reversed. And this could be someone who's miscarried as well. Someone who's been over-isolating after working and now coming out. Maybe they've been resting a lot to try to recover. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed as well with her. This is about, and because of her illness or her business, if she had to let people go, maybe, you know, there's a depletion of the business of the family because they had to pay out a severance package, or because they have an ill parent or partner that they had to pay a lot of hospital bills for. So the cards that you don't see that I told you I'd show you at the end, first we had the Page of Wands reversed, which came up over here in the middle. Okay, so I didn't leave it there because that's kind of open-ended there. And the Queen of Pentacles could be the same person as the Queen of Wands. They could be two aspects of her personality because she needed to be shown in two different places, and you don't have two Queen of Wands in the deck. So this could actually be her child, right? Her child, or her temperament, you know, having temper tantrums. So that can be any earth sign. It can be Virgo, but it also can be Taurus or Capricorn. And then, of course, this can be any fire sign as well. But we have a lot of Leo and Taurus. So it could be a Taurus with Leo energy, but it doesn't have to be. We have Scorpio there too. I didn't see that one. And then, of course, the clarification cards have a lot of other of the sign energies in it. But I put a lot of those cards out, so I don't want to count them. After the Page of Wands reversed, who could be just really uninspired, or it could be frustrated having temper tantrums, or it could be a child with illness, physical cold, something like that. And now you're stuck home with the kid, the mother, you know, making a bad decision, wanting to bring your mother home to take care of her as opposed to a facility. And then we have the Hermit reversed again, which is up here. Okay? So again, this is about over-isolation or going insane with kids at home and a sick mother, perhaps, or a domineering mother and a kid who's off the walls with energy. And then we have the Fool reversed, which is a lack of faith, you know, or falling on your face. Maybe this old person fell and hurt themselves, falling on their face, falling from grace, or lacking faith there, and over-isolating. And then all of a sudden, we have the Knight of Swords, rushing in with the truth. So what is this all about? What's all this negative energy leading up to this message? The Queen of Cups. And that could be a divorce. So it could be a message of divorce, a break in contract. It could be just someone who's very spiritual, who thinks outside of the box, someone who's alternative. But she's the one bringing in the message here, feeling imprisoned, or a Taurus is feeling imprisoned by her. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed as well, feeling imprisoned at work. But the King of Pentacles is reversed, and that could be a Taurus, that could be you as well. So this could be a downturn in the market at work, or maybe you're not getting as much business as usual. So there's a little bit of financial concern here for the King of Pentacles. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is everything stable at home. So work is a little bit of a concern right now. Also, there could be a secret that's come out, or someone not using their intuition. And there's definitely some magic wanting to hang out with the High Priestess reversed and the Magician, hanging out together at home. Okay. So then we end up with the underlying energy here, the Death card reversed with the Knight of Cups reversed. This is the underlying energy, so this is before the read. So this has to do with some jealousy, deception. Okay. This could be dark night of the soul. It could be feeling like you're near death, or having had a near-death experience, or something taking forever to end. And there's jealousy, insincerity, or a refusal to love or be loved here with deception, and choosing a path, right? A path of no love. but then things have changed. So we have this underlying energy, but then we have all this over there. It's like there's two storylines going on at the same time. We have this, which is refusing to love, and this, okay to be loved, but things still need to change. So let's go to some oracle cards and see what wants to come up for you guys. So for the romance angels, you have a lot of characters here. You have the Queen of Swords upright, the King of Wands upright, the Knight of Cups upright. You have the Queen of Wands reversed. You're seeing yourself as the Nine of Cups here. The Get Your Wish card. Emotionally fulfilled with yourself as a single person. You could be single with kids or coming together in the aftermath of sudden events with a soulmate. But there's obviously some stuff you need to wrap up here. There could be sick parents, sick relatives, sick kids, or difficult kids, or just, you know, kids with a lot of energy, going out of your mind with the kids, or having a parent who's going out of their minds and losing faith with all this craziness around you. And then the message of truth coming in from the Queen of Cups. So you have religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And then you have trust. This is about a lack of faith. You guys have to trust. If you know it, if you're feeling it, then why would you believe what other people tell you? You have to trust your own intuition. Trust what your body says, not your mind. Your mind lies to you all the time. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then the underlying energy is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay. And then my numerology deck. And then I will pull from the KIPPER deck as well. Okay. So there's definitely a big ending. This is a huge ending to a life cycle. And you may be out celebrating. Maybe it's not quite here right this second. But it's coming up very soon because you're seeing yourself celebrating as this death comes in. It doesn't look like a person passing away, although it could be someone who's been ill for a long time, who's finally going to be at peace because they've just been in a very uncomfortable position or very sick for a long time. All right. For Virgo, second half of January. There we go. Intuition is 22, the Fool. Again, the lack of faith. So make sure you keep an open heart. And keep your chin up. And trust. Use your intuition. We have individuality here too, 2 eyes. And this is 11. You have 11, 22. Justice and the Fool. This one's upright. But you need to focus even more on your intuition so that you're not the fool, you know, jumping off the cliff. Use your intuition for truth and balance. And faith with an open heart. Don't close your heart. You got 2 orange cards too. It's all about the sacral chakra. So your sexual and creative energy, which we talked about that, and here being frustration in that respect. The bottom of the deck is creativity. So you need to express yourself creatively more. That 3 is the Empress. So the Empress may be a creative person who's unable to express herself, whether it's due to illness or incapacity in a physical way, or just because she's emotionally incapacitated because of a breakup, perhaps. And then we have the KIPPER deck. Let's see what that's going to tell us. So we have the solar plexus is the underlying energy, but the sacral is the one that you need to focus on right now. Tapping into your creativity and your intuition. But your creative intuition is not about your third eye today. It's about your sacral chakra. Okay, you got a wealthy man there, whether it's you or somebody else in a marriage, and a main female. Okay, so this looks like this is representing, this could be a third person, and this could be outside the marriage as well. There could be a third person, or these are the 2 in the picture of the marriage, or these are 2 and they each have somebody else. Here is the community, and there's some kind of judgment here, all right, whether it's a marriage or a divorce, but there's something coming up here. And there's a house after that too. So there could be people fighting over a house, and the underlying energy is imprisonment. Okay, after toil, could be feeling imprisoned at work. This is the masculine energy. This is very much Virgo energy. Feeling imprisoned by the work that you do, or this person feeling imprisoned by his work. Okay? Like he won't let her go. It's like slave labor or child labor. Or one or both of these people are wearing masks. They're not showing each other their true selves. And so they're both feeling imprisoned working together. Because they really don't like, one doesn't like it at all, and the other one totally loves this, so they're not resonating with each other, okay? And so this could be somebody who's used to getting her way, and he's more practical and work-oriented, and so she doesn't want to be here, or this could be one of the kids at the work, but one or more people could be feeling imprisoned there. And then you see here, you have the wealthy man, that could be the person who has the business, the marriage, the main female, and then we have the community, right? So if there's a business there and some kind of legal issues regarding the actual building for the business or the house, all right? Or maybe it has to do with standards of the business, like, they might have gotten written up for something not up to code, or did something they weren't supposed to do, or just a pillar of the community and don't want to tarnish their reputation by maybe they're already like being with other people in this marriage and they don't want the public to find out that neither one of them is being faithful. That kind of situation. Or it could be two people working for that wealthy man. So somebody here could be working for him, and then this could be a third party at work. So it could be a lot of different situations, but either way, there's a feeling of imprisonment here that needs to end. There's definitely a split going on here. I hope that was helpful for you guys. There's a lot of people involved. But I don't want to keep going. It's getting long already. I'm trying to keep these under 30 minutes. Rise and be love, you guys. Bye.